My name is Victor Meadowcroft, and I'll be reading from This World Does Not Belong to Us, the debut of Ecuadorian author Natalia García Freire. The novel, originally published in Spanish as Nuestra piel muerta by Navaja Suiza, was selected by the New York Times en Español as one of the best Spanish-language books of 2019, with the reviewer Jorge Carrion describing it as one of the 3 short debut novels that most stood out this year in Latin America. Already available in French and Italian, my English translation will be published in early 2022 by World Editions in the US and One World in the UK. Set in the mountains of southern Ecuador, the novel opens with the return of a young man named Lucas to the house he was expelled from as a boy. Through chapters that alternate between past and present, the reader gradually learns the reasons behind Lucas's expulsion and the fate he has in store for those he deems responsible. Throughout the novel, there is a persistent tension between the world of Lucas's father, characterized by tradition, religion, and reason, and that of his mother, characterized by change, nature, and apparent madness. Lucas's inability to reconcile his father's sterile view of the world with what he witnesses in nature, where things are in a constant state of flux and decay, is the driving force behind his narration, a repudiation of the hypocrisy and myopia of his father's outlook. With its unwavering focus on the plants and animals that share this world with us, García Freire's novel also raises questions about the relationship between humanity and nature, artfully challenging assumptions about our privileged position on this planet, while also demonstrating the folly of our complacent belief that we are in control. This is the opening chapter. I don't believe my dead father is watching me. But his body is buried in this garden, what is left of my mother's garden, surrounded by slugs, camel spiders, earthworms, ants, beetles, and woodlice. Perhaps there's even some scorpion that sits beside my father's semi-decomposed face, together resembling the depictions in an Egyptian pharaoh's tomb. We buried him near the spot where I'm resting, behind these stone statues. If I scrabbled all night, I might come across him. Who knows whether I would first grab hold of his hands or his feet or the ends of his black suit pants? Who knows how his body may have repositioned itself in order to rest in peace? We buried him without so much as changing the old suit he was wearing, because the body was starting to smell. Everything happened so quickly that it's only now, after these many nights and days have passed, that I'm beginning to think of him as truly dead, dead enough to return and haunt a place. And at night, I sometimes speak to him. If you're watching me right now, Father, I've come home. Although it seems more like I've come back to some other place, some other time, some other world in which we never existed. I'm sorry if I occasionally get distracted and focus incessantly on the things you called worthless. But right now, surrounded by all those earthworms, you must be thinking these things weren't so unimportant after all, right? If they get in through your mouth and your ears and even, who knows, through your anus and gnaw away at you through the night, if they traverse your body from top to bottom searching for anything left of you they can use and then settle upon your hands and feet and wriggle, don't you think that after our deaths, after everything, it is they who are the stronger ones, and that, all things considered, perhaps this world does not belong to us but to those minuscule beings so numerous that they could bury us completely if they ever came together, cover the entire earth like a huge carpet that from outer space would look black and shiny. This is not our home, Father. It hasn't been for a long time. I think you already knew that, which is why you let yourself be killed. Isn't that true, Father? Isn't that what happened? You let yourself be killed. And isn't it also true that no one could have helped you because what you wanted was to go once and for all, even if by the shortest route? Damn it, Father, you always chose the shortest route. I've come home, but I've not yet dared go in. They're still there. I watched them dine on quails this evening, and as I stood before the door I shuddered. Childishness, you say? Bah! What are you saying, Father? In the time since you've been dead I've grown, and while working Senor Elmer's land, because yes, that's where they took me, Father, to till foreign soil. My arms became strong and brown, and my legs, scrawny as they were, are now capable of crushing the skull of a small animal, a monkey, or perhaps a cat, or let's say a rat, with a single blow. There's no childishness, Father, but you can't see this because you're lying down there, dead, and you're the one to blame, and you know it. Remember, it was you who insisted that they stay a little longer. that we ought to look out for strangers and treat them as our brothers, that God commanded this and God commanded that. Well, tell that God of yours they're now sleeping in your bed, wearing your clothes, and have left your body lying beneath the earth in your own garden, so they can trample over it each day. Your body, Father, which in its shrunken state must now resemble mine more than either of us can imagine. This earth is like a mirror, me on one side, you on the other.